Acid thrown in his face. The Sydney home invasion linked to the end of Sri Lanka's civil war. A vicious Sydney home invasion linked to the civil war in Sri Lanka. Half a dozen attackers stormed the house, smashing up furniture before turning on the men.
They came with hockey sticks, metal poles, knives, bats and everything,
One of the victims, married a month ago, was stabbed and had his hands and legs broken. His friend swallowed acid and remains in a coma. The attacks have been blamed on supporters of the Tamil Tigers after their bitter defeat in a 25-year civil war that has claimed more than 70,000 lives.
Are these the final battles of a war that's lasted a quarter of a century? Sri Lankan army soldiers fire towards the remnants of Tamil Tiger positions. This was a temporary camp for people fleeing the intense fighting, but even this sanctuary was shattered. Sri Lankan television broadcast these pictures showing the aftermath of recent days. Amid the battlefield, civilians, reportedly trapped, are escorted away by soldiers. For the first time, the Sri Lankan military has claimed total control of the coastline. The LTTE Tamil Tigers' last stand appears over. They declared the battle has reached its bitter end shortly after Sri Lanka's president made this announcement.
My government, with the total commitment of our armed forces, has, in an unprecedented humanitarian operation, finally defeated the LTT militarily.
In Colombo, celebrations on the streets, the army keen to make the most of the news. The Tamil Tigers were penned in and running out of options. Sri Lanka's military say this fire was started by Tamil Tigers blowing up their own ammunition after being cornered. The latest pictures show hundreds of civilians fleeing the battleground across a lagoon. It's estimated 8,000 have been killed by months of heavy shelling in the northwest of the country. Neil Connery, 10 News.
Anti-abortion protests